Hey guys, and welcome to the video. We're going to be discussing the upcoming Fantastic Four movie that is said to be, quote, a woke disaster. So let's get into this Marvel news. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and stay up to date with all the movie news we have going on around here, guys. So guys, we're going to be taking a look at this article here from cosmicbook.news. Fantastic Four again, said to be a woke disaster. Leaks offer that Mr. Fantastic looks like garbage in the flick, and it's all about representation. Yeah, so guys, it's no hidden secret that obviously Disney, Marvel are kind of on the woke train, especially with their live-action remakes over at Disney. They seem to, implement all these kind of diverse tactics and, representation, and there's caused a lot of fan backlash because of it, and it looks like it's coming to Fantastic Four. So let's dive into this article, guys, and see what it's all about. It's again said that Marvel's Fantastic Four is a woke disaster, where you will recall I first put forth the reason the flick can't get anyone to play the roles. So this is a very interesting note here, guys, that if they're struggling to get actors to play the roles for this movie, there must be a reason. And if they're going sort of down the woke route, or the representation, if you want to put it that way, maybe that's why they're struggling to get people for the project. So back in May, Jeff Snyder was the first to offer that the Fantastic Four movie is all about Sue Storm, which I pointed out fits Kevin Feige's diverse approach to the MCU, starting with Captain Marvel, then Phase 4, Phase 5, and beyond. So, quote, original early rumors tweeted about Sue Storm in the role of Fantastic Four, said Snyder. They wanted to build the cast around Sue Storm. This is supposedly the standout role in the movie, which means they went to an actress for Sue Storm first. And then we've got some, some fan art here. It doesn't look too bad. Seeing these actors in here, it looks pretty cool. Doesn't look anything like too special. It is what it is. But yeah, whoever made this, fair play to him. So Fantastic Four script isn't good. Well, the one thing you need for a good movie is a good script. If you have no good script, then you have no good movie. So, rumors for months have offered that various actors have potentially been cast in the roles, but it's been said that the actors parted ways and decided not to do the film. That's real bad news there, guys. So, which is said to include Margot Robbie, Emma Stone, Adam Driver, Matt Smith, and lots more. Yeah, so if they're not only struggling to get people to fill the roles, in Fantastic Four movie, but people are leaving the project, that's telling you everything you need to know right there. People are obviously not on board with what they're doing with the movie. People don't agree with it, and they probably want nothing to do with it. Obviously, when you're in Hollywood, it's all about your image, and problem is, if you're in one bad movie and it tarnishes your image, that's going to have a knock-on effect to your future acting career. So they probably want to steer clear of this movie. Regarding Adam Driver, it's been said that he wasn't happy with the Fantastic Four script, so he turned down the role, where I pointed out he probably doesn't want to do another Star Wars The Last Jedi, as he already went through the nonsense once before, where Rey was propped up to the expense of other characters. Why not make all the characters look good? Yeah, that's a long kind of argument we can go down, guys. You don't have to sacrifice the image of one character to make another character look good. You can make all characters look good. They can play off of each other, and they can, play to each other's strengths instead of making one look bad and one look good. But yeah, if Adam Driver turned down the role, there's obviously a reason behind it, and we might not find out what that reason is for a while, unless it states in this article somewhere. So the latest rumors offer that Marvel is going to go back to Adam Driver with a revised script. A new writer has been announced, which of course means that the current original Fantastic Four script isn't good. Yeah, if you've got actors that are turning down the roles, they obviously don't see any merit to it. And like it says here, it pointed out, Adam Driver went through the ringer with the whole Star Wars thing. Obviously, a part of his reputation was a bit tarnished because of those movies, and he doesn't want to have any further kind of dark light cast over his acting prowess, basically, like his kind of character and his look, which is fair enough. I completely understand that. So again, fitting with Feige's diverse agenda, I speculated that Fantastic Four movie will likely make Sue Storm look good and the other characters look bad, which of course is woke, and according to the new rumor, I'm 100% right. The info comes from Disney leaker WDW Pro via YouTube, who claims to have been told insider info about the Fantastic Four that lines up exactly with what I've been stating for months about the flick. Worth a mention is that I also the first to state the origin of the Fantastic Four would be set in the past via Comic-Con insiders, which various scoopers have since confirmed. Yeah, so apparently this movie is going to be set in the 1960s, guys, which is kind of something a bit different, and it sounds kind of cool to me, to be honest, to say it in the 60s. I'm not going to lie. That sounds pretty cool. And this artwork here looks pretty awesome as well. Whoever makes these artworks, they got a real good talent. That's Margot Robbie there as Sue Storm. That looks absolutely awesome. I think she'd be great in the role if she ended up playing the role. That's if they can get her to play the role. So Sue Storm can't live up to her full potential. WDW Pro first offers the filmmakers Mr. Fantastic looks bad compared to... WDW Pro first offers the film makes Mr. Fantastic look bad compared to Sue Storm. That's a bit of a tongue twister, that one, guys. So, quote, "This came to us at a high-level source, one of our highest-level sources," says the leaker. 6 months ago, according to the source, the Fantastic Four movie was Sue Storm-centric. Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four was only referred to as Mr. Fantastic, ironically in the film even negatively. How can you refer to him negatively? You know, Mr. Fantastic is like the core member of the Fantastic Four. He's like the one who holds the team together. So casting him in a negative light, that'd be a real bad decision to do. The YouTuber continues with mention that Sue Storm in the movie hasn't been able to live up to her full potential because she is in a relationship with Mr. Fantastic. Sue has been sacrificing so much of herself being in a relationship with him, explains the leaker. So yeah, if it's going to hold characters back as well, if you're going to put characters into a relationship, you've got to make sure that it doesn't hold them back from what they're supposed to be doing in the movie. You don't want it to diminish their characters as well. Like a relationship in a film is supposed to bring out the characters, heighten the characters' attributes, not kind of diminish them. So we'll have to see what happens. Actors and the original director pass on Fantastic Four. So regarding the actors again, just as I said, it claimed that not only did the actors pass on the roles because of the woke agenda, but also Spider-Man director John Watts, who was first announced for the Fantastic Four director. Watts is now doing Star Wars, Skeleton Crew, and Lucasfilm. Sorry. So Reed Richards is so poorly depicted that some actors have even passed on playing the role. They didn't want to be involved with this toxic masculinity style portrayal, and apparently the original director also left, at least partly due to the same issue, says WDW Pro. So no more white dudes. Oh, here we go again. Oh, just this seems to permeate. I can't even say the word. This seems to kind of be intertwined with everything at the moment. This kind of what do you call it? Like the woke agenda thing. It's just permeating kind of like politics, movies, entertainment, and everything. And we can't kind of escape it at the moment. So similar to what happened with WandaVision, where Doctor Strange wasn't used because he is a white dude, and how Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness was rewritten because Strange and Benedict Cumberbatch are white dudes, is claimed. Fantastic Four is also getting changed because the original characters are white. Right. Why would you need to change anything because the characters are white? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, why would you need to change it? Like, who cares? Nobody cares if they're white. Well, guess who is Fantastic Four new director? WandaVision's Matt Shakman. So the overall message from this source to us again, very highly placed, is what is being done to the Fantastic Four movie. It's largely being done because the original Fantastic Four features essentially 4 people of European descent, says the leaker. And we've got kind of a cool comic book cover here. The Case of the Mystery Menace. Yeah, I really like this kind of vibe here of the Fantastic Four, like the old kind of 60s look of the Fantastic Four. I think it's pretty cool. And like I said, guys, having the movie set in the 60s, I think would be pretty awesome. So representation matters, does it really? You will also recall how years ago I correctly said diversity would destroy the MCU, which is exactly what has happened because the focus is not on the quality storytelling, it's all on replacing characters for an agenda woke. Yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? It's like just replacing all these characters because they're white, you have to replace them with different characters of different skin colors, and like people don't care. Like nobody actually cares about this. I think like the people making these movies care more about it than the actual people watching it. And it's not until it's brought to our attention that we care. We don't care about this stuff. We're movie fans. We want to go and watch a good movie. We don't care what skin color someone is. We don't care what ethnicity they are, where they come from, how old they are, what they look like. We don't care. As long as the movie is good and it's written good, has a good story and a good script, that's all we care about as movie fans. They're trying to meet these quotas again, we've talked about in the past, where Hollywood is like, oh, you got to have equal representation, says WDW Pro. So yeah, if they've got these quotas where they have representation quotas, so it says like in your movie you have to have at least, I don't know, for example, you have to have at least like 3 black people or 3 Asian people, or I'm just going for an example, guys, then that means that if you've got no characters that are written into those roles, that means you have to shoehorn characters in to meet your quota. So it ends up with a messy story because you're shoehorning in, ethnicities that maybe you haven't written in the script, and just to meet a quota. So yeah. The YouTuber continues, they're twisting themselves in knots according to the sources, trying to figure out how they can make the Fantastic Four be satisfying to the wokesters out there. Fantastic Four has a May the 2nd, 2025 release date. Vanessa Kirby is rumoured for the role of Sue Storm. So yeah, guys, this is just kind of a small article here, just talking about kind of what's going on with the Fantastic Four. And it looks like they're struggling to make the film because it looks like, you know, directors are leaving. It looks like actors are leaving or turning down the roles. And it looks like people are kind of steering clear of it because they know what this movie is going to be, like pandering to the woke agenda, and people just don't want anything to do with it because they don't want their reputations tarnished. They don't want to be in the middle of controversy surrounding this. And I completely understand. If you're an actor and you've been in the business for years, the last thing you want to do is be involved in all this controversy around this movie to do with woke stuff, and you don't want people attacking you online. And yeah, no, I completely understand. People can be vicious online. You know, part of the movie community can be very, very toxic and vicious towards actors online. You know, sending people death threats and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just sad. But I completely understand why people would want to stay clear of this, actors and actresses. But anyway, guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this article. Do you care about this kind of woke representation stuff in movies? Does it bother you? Does it not bother you? And just let me know what your overall thoughts are. Would you go and watch Fantastic Four if they swapped, you know, if they swapped the characters out, if non-white characters were playing in the Fantastic Four? Would you care? Would you not care? Yeah, just let me know, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.